Now, so right now, I think we have professional psychology face several challenges. What political, economic condition in the world is pretty bad. This military threat from China, from Russia, terrorist threat, economical uncertainty. So we are living in a dangerous time. And also, internally, nationally, we are facing the demand of professional health that cannot be met. Even colleges, many counseling services experience drastic increase in serious cases. Even children, primary school. Imagine, in the old days, children play. But nowadays, even because social media and everything else, even the children have problems. So we really need a lot of people trained with mental health skills and to help children and young people. Okay? And finally, we just don't have the resources for mental health. I think our government, we have to advocate that government has to provide more resources for mental health, which is just as important as physical health. Yeah? Are you with me so far? Can you hear me now? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So we need a new narrative. What does that mean? See, in our national debate or conversation, we have the same narrative. Oh, we need a mental health crisis. Oh, we need more money for more psychiatry, more medication. But I'm saying that will not solve the problem. Okay? That will not solve the problem. Because there's also a spiritual, cultural dimension to the problem. Okay? Medicine cannot fill your spiritual hunger. Medicine cannot correct a toxic culture. So there are limitations. Medical science is very powerful, but there are limits to science. Okay? And there's the culture, there's spirituality, there's a social relationship. All those things have to be taken care of. Yeah. First of all, in our society, we lost protective factors. Faith community, a stable home. Many kids grew up in single parent homes. They see their parents fight and the family split. And that can be a traumatic effect on children. And we know many people do no longer belong to a faith community. Whatever religion, whatever limitation religion may have. But research has shown so clearly, faith community is a very important support system. Okay, provide you the emotional support you need in time of crisis. And many people are doing that. And thirdly, this is very interesting, a social smartphone, not small phone. Sorry for the typo. Smartphone and social media. Increase the opportunity for instant communication, but it actually decreased the opportunity for deep face-to-face relationship. And research has shown very clear that the more time you spend on the screen, whether it's iPhone or computer, the less happy you are. You know that? The more time you spend on iPhone and the computer, the less happy, the fewer friends you have. Okay? And number three, lack of preparedness and coping skills for life's inevitable problems. Now, this is something that I don't know how to start even. You know, I see my grandchildren. My son is a Harvard professor, well educated, and my other son is a big time lawyer. But all they know is to pamper, spoil their children. You know, I don't try to see it. In Chinese, Thai. And I see because that's my wife taking me that my children hear that they will be upset. But anyway, so but in my days, your children learn respect, reliability, right? Not just me. I want more. I went now. You don't give to me. I threw a temper tantrum. See, in college, the parents do everything for them. Yeah? Pamper them, coddle them. They're not prepared. They don't have the proper attitude. They don't have the proper skill to face reality, hard reality of life. Okay, number four is unrealistic expectations. Expectations are the mother of all disappointments, frustrations. We expect everything to go better. So our realistic expectations of happy, looking good, successful. The baby boomers learn the hard way. They know that there are only certain jobs for people, certain spots for the people on top. So now people better learn that unrealistic expectations only bring you heartbreaks and disappointments. Okay? So the result is kind of alienation, helplessness, fear and hopelessness, and meaninglessness. Lead to addiction, depression, and suicide. Suicide is aggression against self, okay? Or violence against others, aggression against others. So Frankl is right all along. All the problems we have, largely due to that we do not have those things that make life healthy and happy. Okay? Any question? No question. Okay? No question, right? Okay. Think suicide. We're like fish on the water. We have a serious mental health problem because we're like fish on the water living in a consumer society, in a digital world, without caring for our spiritual needs. So I really like the title of the conference about spirituality and culture. If we live in a material culture, the young people, this is sort of thing. Many young people are atheists nowadays. They say, we can see things, we won't believe what we can see. But the most precious thing in life can only be experienced, cannot be handled and seen. So therefore, they elevate science to the status of ideology. The science is God. To the ruin. The science your God, then you're in trouble. Okay? So, technological progress contributes to our physical well-being, but destroy our soul. Have you thought about that? People begin to lose sight of the importance of the spiritual needs. They think technology can solve all problems. False, that's not true. Many problems are spiritual in nature. They cannot be solved by medical science. Okay? So meaning therapy helps people get back to the water.